Yay! Well, that hasn't got the... oh, there it is. Nice and easy. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ScanNCut. My name's Ian, and tonight I will be aiming to take you through some first cuts on a ScanNCut SDX. Who's that says hi?
Valerie.
Valerie. So, good evening, Valerie. So don't be afraid to say hello.
That one, isn't it? There we go. There you go. You should be on now.
You should be. I got no sound, have I?
You were talking through my headset.
You numpty.
Yeah, I only tweaked it when I saw that the volume levels were really low, so I apologise.
So let's try that one again, shall we? Good evening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to ScanNCut. My name's Ian. I'm going to be taking you through the ScanNCut, your first cuts, with the ScanNCut SDX 1200 tonight.
So we have hellos from Delcy, Deb and Carol.
Hello, hello and hello. How's the job going?
Slowly.
Slowly, steady at the moment, because we're still training and
Hi Sally.
a mock assessment today which I passed, which is good, so it stands a good chance when I do my assessment tomorrow I shall pass.
Is it tomorrow is it you're doing it?
Yeah, tomorrow it is live, and my day of see if I've actually learnt anything over the time.
Okay, I'll try and be a bit quieter tomorrow.
No, don't worry, it's fine. I was bored today because they gave me so long to do it and I only took 40 minutes, didn't I? So, when we lost all of ScanNCut, good old Facebook, we said we'd go back to the basics on creating your first sort of cut file and just using the ScanNCut. So we're not going to be using the computer today.
Carol says well done. Yeah, so no computer today, and I had planned to do a 4-part stream, hadn't I, tomorrow? But that's going to move to Wednesday.
Next day or the next day or the next day.
Yeah, whenever the book gets done, because I'm still doing amends and tweaks, aren't I?
Yeah.
So.
But it's getting there.
It's getting there, and it's perfecting it, isn't it?
Yes.
And so that's where we are at the moment. Hi Maggie.
Hello. So we're going to start. I'll swap the cameras over so we're on the close cam. So there's our delightful ScanNCut. It looks all scratched and muck, but it's not. It's just where we use the pencil. So we're going to turn it on. So press and hold the power button. Then it goes green. See, I've put the power on.
That's a good start. Make sure it's plugged in.
Yeah.
Hi Sarah Lou.
So this is your message that comes up as standard. Now we've taken the blade out, so my blade is not in the holder. So we're going to press OK so it starts. Have we got the... it's not on, is it, the top camera? The overhead.
Which one?
The overhead with the close cam.
Do you want me to pop it on for you?
Hang on, I'm just looking. Or is it? Oh, it is. It is on. Look. No, go back to close cam.
That one.
It's up at the top. Yeah, I couldn't see it. Yeah, that's okay. I was going to move it a little bit, so hang on, so they can see.
There we go. That's better.
The ScanNCut in all its glory.
Making my desk look messy.
The desk is messy. It's just the bit we tidy that everybody normally sees to the bit that they don't see. So, for those eagle-eyed of you, I have
and thank you, Valerie.
a card.
I did spot that.
What's that?
Valerie said, love the books.
Ah, good. So we have it's about a 6 and 8 inch card, is it? Give or take a bit?
Yeah, it's about that. It's just over 8 inches.
Just over 8 inches, but it's not quite as wide, is it?
It's A4 but with a scalloped edge, really, isn't it?
So I'm going to be cutting some shapes out of that. I'm going to make a hole in the middle, and then we're going to stick that to the back and 3D it up a bit so it pokes through the middle of the hole when it's done. That's the plan. So as we have a scalloped edge, I think we might do a scalloped edge on the inside as well. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
So it sort of mimics the outside edge, is the plan. So we're going to go into our patterns, and we're going to go into our basic shapes, and we're going to go for a scalloped edge. Now it's got its square. I don't really want to. Do I want a square? I suppose a square would be alright, wouldn't it? At the middle?
Yeah, it can go square.
Okay, I'm going to put it up to 4 inch so I know starting point. And we're going to go set. Now obviously that's up in the top corner, and that'll move once we get our bit in the middle. So, for our next strip we're going to load it onto our mat. I'll get our bit of card onto our mat and then load the mat. So I'm going to swap cameras again to that one. I know it's looking mostly at the ScanNCut, but you should be able to see what I'm up to. So I'm going to put my mat on there. I'm going to take the bits of don't know what off it. I'm going to get my lint roller and give it a quick clean. That is something doing the job of putting the cover on it. Ah!
What are you doing, for?
I'm trying to clear my mat because it's got bits of hair and fluff and all sorts of things.
I thought you said my hair wasn't falling out as much.
It's not, I think it's fine. So the mat I'm using is an Artistics mat. So these are now back and available from Lee, which is fantastic. He's got his adhesive issues sorted out. And if anybody does want one and wants the discount code from us, drop us a message, a private message, and we will give you the discount code. Discount code will get you 10% off whatever you purchase. So I'm going to open up my card. Now here goes the fun bit. Can I stick it round a way so when I put my square in the middle it's still right? It's going to make my brain think now, which is never good after a day I've had of doing exams and other things. So I'm going to load my mat. I'll try and load my mat.
Are you doing it? Ian shows you how not to do it.
No, Ian shows you how to do it first time. With a bit of second time maybe. Near enough. I think it's everywhere.
I told you. You said it wasn't.
It's not fun, it's not half as much as what it was. So then we're going to do a background scan. So I'm going to change cameras again. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. So we're going to do a background scan. I'm going to press start. Make sure when you do your background scans there's nothing behind your machine. We're fortunate there's just empty space on this one, on our desk. Okay. So our square is up here in the top. We're going to move that more centre. This is going to have to be done by eye because there is no centre mark on this, so it's going to be a bit of a guess.
If you set your scan to dark, you might just be able to see your fold in your card.
I can see the fold in my card. It was on dark already.
I was already ahead of you, was it?
I might just take it into my movement. Now these movement tools are better because you can nudge it a little bit rather than a lot in either direction. So rather than relying on a steady hand to try and put what you think is middle, you can sort of edge it around a little bit until you get what you think is right. I'm just trying to look at it straight on and decide whether that's near enough middle or not. That looks about right-ish. I say ish. So, you know, it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be a natty perfect card, but yeah. So we have the choice of 4 blades for our ScanNCut SDX. So I'm just going to change camera quickly so I can show you the blades. I can hear people saying 4? Yeah, 4 blades? Yeah. So we have the blade that comes with the machine. So you have the standard Brother SDX ScanNCut blade, which is probably the blade I'll use. I'll drop that in. If I'm doing more intricate work, we also have the ScanNCut vinyl blade. This is one that comes at an extra, you have to pay for it. But it's a much finer detailed blade, and it's good for lots of intricate work if you want to do lots of intricate work. It's also good for your vinyl, which is what it's supposed to be for. You can also use your normal Brother CM ScanNCut blade. The difference is you still have to set your blade pressure, your blade depth on manually. So you can still use that one. And last but not least, you can also still use your deep cut blade from your CM models if you have one. So if you only have an SDX and don't have a CM, you won't have the last two, but they are available if you want them. And it's backwards compatible that way. It only doesn't work the other way around. You can't put the SDX blades into the CM. It doesn't recognise them, unfortunately. So, I have my blade in, and I'm going to go OK, and OK, and OK. So lots of OKs on this. We're going to please select, and we're going to go to cut. And it's going to come up with our settings. So you can see I've got the pressure on auto. Doesn't like me, but I'll leave it on auto for now because it was doing better on auto last time I used it. It's got a speed of 3, which should be okay for that shape. It's only a scalloped edge square. And it's going to take 1 minute to do. So we're going to press start, and away it's going to go. What was I last doing on this? What was I last doing on this?
What, on the ScanNCut? That's a jolly good question. I can't remember, that's really bad.
Oh well.
And hello to Jill.
Ah, is that Jill that was asking earlier?
Jill Baby.
Yes.
There we go.
You both should try that. Facebook in it. Hey, it's cut. So
Carol says, has anyone noticed that we're all chatting to each other and no one's taken any notice of what you're doing?
that's nothing new, I'm used to it.
That's okay, we know you all go back and rewatch it after anyway.
That's
In
not bad.
practice. That is pretty spot on. Considering.
Considering that's done by eye on the machine.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's
not
a
bad.
pat yourself on the back.
It's a little bit low, I think.
No, you could always put your sentiment at the top then though.
Yeah, sentiment across the top,
Balance
this time a
it
bit
out.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So, do I pattern bit? Am I going to do anything with that, or am I going to keep that for the top of something else?
Use it for a top of something else.
Okay. So to get
You
that
could
up,
cut the same shape from some paper though for it to go in your aperture. That makes sense.
yeah, that's just 4. I know what size that is. That's 4 inches. So
Okay.
because I didn't adjust that, so I know what size me little bit is. We're going to keep that bit.
And Jill says no, she's the one from the other side of Worcester that moved to Australia with us. When we were having another trouble with Planocraft.
Yeah. Somebody called Jill asked me earlier where to find the feed,
Ah.
and that was a Jill.
We've got a few Jills. We've got nearly as many Jills now as we have Carols.
Oh dear, that's never good. What do you think?
Oh, it's a bit close on that edge though, isn't it? I go for the other side. Go for that one.
Ooh.
Yeah. You could always offset it inwards a little bit.
Yeah, bring it in and cut it smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So, I'm going to use one of Natalie's scraps of card with some stencils.
It's very true, Carol. You all keep us going, especially last week. Because last week, at one point, I was not all for starting all over again, was I?
No. So I'm going to move it in from the edge a bit because obviously I'm going to cut a 4-inch square out of this, but it's just 4 inches. It's literally a 6x4 piece of card. So I'm going to bring it in just a little bit so it sits within my aperture. Does that make sense? So we're going to go OK, and then we're going to go back, and as my 4-inch square is already there, we'll go Edit, Object Edit, Offset, and let's bring it inwards. Let's go down to 1/4 of an inch. Oh, I've got loopy bits going on that.
Loopy bits?
Yeah, it's made loops in the corners.
Ooh. Funky.
I'd be tempted to draw that rather than cut it.
Go on then.
Yeah, but then I haven't got the cut outline, have I?
You could draw it on something else rather than using that piece, and then you could cut your 4-inch around it then.
But you see what I mean? It's done like...
Draw it on something else other than that. Change your plan.
I like that one. Okay, what else can I use? I need a bit of card then, please, sweetie.
Let's think. You've got a nice decorative panel. What colour do you fancy going today?
Oh, I don't mind.
What's your mood?
What's my mood? I don't know. That one.
That one. You want to go hint of a hoot. Okay. And you want something that's going to show up the border. There you go.
So, that is wacky colour of the day. Green! So, we're going bright green. So what we're going to draw this with? I thought I was only doing first cuts today.
Yeah, you said, I'm not going to do any drawing today.
No, I'm only doing first cuts today. I'm not going to do any drawing. Yeah.
Yeah. How's that working for you, then?
That'll do.
Yeah, go for that. Oh, I know what you could have used.
Right.
But we haven't used on stream yet.
Right.
The new ones in the case.
No, these will do.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to let me have
You can have first play with those on stream. So, first things first, I need a pen holder. And the ones that we like to use, let's change camera a second so you can see, is this one here. So this is the 3D Fun Prints pen holder, and it's much better than the Brother Universal one, I'm sure Carl won't mind me saying. And the reason
Tony.
it's better is that we can drop our pen in the top, down to our guide at the bottom, so you can just see there it sits nicely, and all we do to make it stay in place is tighten up the screw at the top. Much better than faffing around with the Brother one trying to twist and lift and yeah, not do what you want it to do.
And that pen doesn't fit in the Brother one anyway.
Yeah, no. So we're going to go okay.
If you do only have the Brother one, that pen won't fit in it. I did a pen blog post, didn't I, that's on our PlannerCraft blog.
We did.
So if you want to see a good range of budget-friendly pens, then I've put that up on plannercraft.uk.
I'm going to have to delete the outside one, because otherwise you're going to draw both. I suppose if it draws it, won't it? Because then I can cut it out afterwards, can't I? So it doesn't matter. Okay, forget that comment. Yeah. So we're going to go to draw. Let's change your camera for you, because I haven't changed cameras, have I? Naughty boy. So I have two squares it's going to draw. Now with this one, you pop it in the same way as you would your normal pen holder. slots in nicely at the back. Drop down your little clamp, and then when we go to start, it's going to tell you to attach the appropriate pen holder. Now, or the attention, the appropriate holder. It is an appropriate holder. You press OK, and you press start, and away it goes. So that's the only difference it makes from having Carl's pen holder to the brother one, is you have to press OK twice, or an extra start and OK. So that's the only difference. But Carl does also arrange a pen holder, so you can also get a Sharpie pen holder in it, so it will hold a Sharpie pen for you. And that's the thick Sharpies, not the thin ones.
Hi Marion.
Which is also another brilliant invention by Carl. Oh, you.
What did it do? What's it done? Did it move? What's it done? You can go quick drawing and then go back to it. Yeah.
Gonna.
You didn't check your positioning first. Rookie mistake.
Do we have another sheet of green?
When working with a piece of paper that isn't as big as your mat, always do a background scan. Is that not what you always say?
It is. I'm tired. I've had a long day. Somebody decided it was a good idea to get a job that needs me to get up every morning. Right, let's try that one again, shall we? Because I's a numpty. There you go, see? Rookie mistakes from the rookie boy. Oh well, you find something to do with that, won't you?
Yes.
That's good. Not wasting that sheet of paper, you'll do something with it.
It's Paper Boutique, I don't waste any Paper Boutique paper.
So, let's go back a screen and do a background scan. Because I's a numpty. You can all take the mickey out of me for being a numpty because I didn't do the background scan today.
And Carl says tiredness is not an option.
I haven't broken it, it's just...
Do or do not, there is no try.
Okay, I choose do not. I go home. I go back to bed. So I'm going to edit. I'm going to go into my select all, okay, and object edit, and I'm going to group it so it's together so I can move it around and it fits easier. So now I can put that up to that edge and go okay, 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 select, draw, dum 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 dum, start, okay, start, and away it goes. Second time lucky. This time it's going to fit on my sheet of paper. Any questions while we're waiting for that to draw? It's going to take a couple of minutes. I know I had bad head.
Why?
What did we have? For a couple of weeks.
Good time, yeah. It's not good for you.
Yeah, but then we stopped having them again, didn't we?
Sarah Lou's got to go.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Sarah Lou.
And we'll see you maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Natty might see you tomorrow. Belle says she's not the only one that does that. No, I do that frequently. I's a numpty. Oh, that's novel. It's drawing the little teardrop bits first. It's almost like they're not attached. It's actually drawn them separate.
Yeah, it's done it separate.
Elements, look.
Yeah. That's funky. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. I've never seen it do that before on an offset.
And there we go. So now that's finished drawing, we can press OK. And we can take our pen out, undo the screw, put the lid back on our pen, and pop the guide back on that pen holder. Now if you want to get one of these lovely pink pen holders, the only place or the only way you can get them is by winning our competitions. So there's a current competition on, is there not? Or is it finished now? We sent it to the end of February, didn't we? So that finished yesterday.
Yeah, so we've got to decide on that one and we need to plan the next one.
We do, so there'll be a competition coming soon.
I think I'm going to do a birthday card competition.
A birthday card, ready for your birthday?
Ready for my birthday. Because my last birthday was in lockdown, wasn't it? And
so
it was
this
a big
one?
And it was a big one.
It was.
It was a big one. So
I'm
think
just deleting out the inside one.
It's a shame it's not a couple of days later though.
Yeah, you have a party at your mum's.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cut this one out. So this time I'm going round this outside edge and I'm going to cut it out. So I'm not going to move it. Attach appropriate. Oh yeah, obviously you put the blade in, didn't it? Yeah. There we go. That's okay. And go. Can't you tell I'm having a bad day? Huh? She's working me too hard. And hopefully, there we go. There's another piece of green feed through
Use.
here. And I'm going to get my spatula. Under the edge. There we go, is that then? Perfect fit. Yeah.
What are you going to put on it then?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I was going to say, do you want to use one of the built-in designs?
To cut out of what?
I was just wondering that.
What about some thick card?
Yeah, do some super thick.
What about some of that?
Oh yeah.
Because that's thick. And what we're going to cut out of it? What about a diamond?
Yeah, diamond would be funky.
Shape out of that.
Yeah.
Sort of to fit in there. Okay, so the card we're going to use is bright, funky and sparkly. So it's got like a almost like a embossed section on it. It's actually flat, but they look like they're raised. They're very funky.
60! 60?
No, but she was asking Deb how old she was last April.
No, Carol said you didn't tell us you were 60 nut.
Oh dear. Give or take 20 years, ain't it?
Yeah.
Just feel 60.
Yeah. That's what this book's done to me. Pushed me over the edge. And Nicola has heard the job's going. It's going well, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, yes. Yes. So we're going back to our original screen. So I can go home and start again. I'm going to bring in a diamond shape because I want to cut a diamond out of my... So one of them. And the card's 4 inches, so let's bring it down. Oh, wrong way. Let's bring it down to 3.5. So pulled it down to 3.5 inches, so it's not going to be full. Is that going to be too big? So I take it down to 3.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just size down to 3 inches, just thinking, because I've done that. Oop. So 3 inches, I'm going to bring it in a bit. I'm going to do a background scan anyway. Off it goes again. Dun 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 dun. Oh, can't see a thing on that, so we can go to settings. That way. There we go, so now we can see it. So by changing the contrast at the back, it means that we can see things easier. I think that's almost a perfect alignment of what I want it to do. Up a little bit. Let's see if we can get it to do that. Okay, so we're going to cut this out. Now I'm going to slow my speed down because I want it to take nice care, because it's going to get awfully close to this top edge. So I want it to be nice and slow so it doesn't catch my card and rip it up. Let's give that a go. Beautiful. Oh yes.
That's just showing off.
That's how you do it. And it's going to look cool in the middle of there, isn't it? Like that.
So now you need a sentiment that says something like "You are a diamond."
We can do that tomorrow. So if I just show, let's bring that camera back down. So that's what we have so far, so that when somebody opens the card, that stays in place, and you have this lovely diamond in the middle. And when it's closed, it's there. And there. I like that.
Are you being serious about doing it tomorrow?
Hmm?
Are you being serious about doing it tomorrow?
I don't know. What am I cutting a sentiment out of?
You could do something that's quite thick and sturdy, and then you could like 3D mount it then.
And let's see what they've got on here. So let's go pattern, logos, bon voyage. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I need something to cut that out of.
Cut which out? What does it say?
He's trying with glasses.
Yeah.
That's what it says. It says forever.
Forever.
Because diamonds are forever.
Oh.
Wait, you want something thick, didn't you say? So go for some of the 12 by 12 ultra thick with your stuff. Down the bottom, the white one, just poking out there.
That one?
Yeah, I think that's the thick one. Is it, or is that that's the thick one? 200 hours, and not the thick one. Underneath it, then there's a thicker one than that.
Oh, you do like your mint challenge, don't you?
Try that one. Does that feel more like card?
That's more like it. 350.
There we go then. So we cut it out of the white, have we?
Ah, Tracy's up.
Morning, Tracy.
Have you recovered from last week yet, Tracy?
So, I have a sheet of 12 by 12 white card. Now this is 350 GSM, so it's a good, thick, strong card. And I'm going to cut it 3 times out of this so we can build it nice and big and thick. Yeah? Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we have it. Let's go back. Edit. I don't need to do a background scan this time because I have a 12 by 12 sheet. What I can do is turn that background scan off because that's just annoying at the moment. So let's bring that in just a little bit. I'm going to cut it 3 times out of the white so it makes it nice and thick when we stick it together, and that'll really stand out then on the front of the card. Do you think the standard blade will be alright if I swap it to the vinyl?
Try the standard. You could always do a compare, side by side.
So it's got 7 minutes.
You could always cut it like a few times. So do like one with the vinyl, one with the standard, and one with the standard and the deep.
14.
Oh.
So, any comments? Any questions?
I'm probably going to want to go around twice. Yeah, Tracy's been an absolute star.
She has. In our hour of need.
Yes, when I was going...
Cursing the backside off the world.
Yeah.
Especially Facebook.
Yeah. She kept me saying when I nearly walked away from Facebook, I went, nope, okay, not doing that no more.
Be tight. Be fair, it might be too big, sweetie.
Did you forget to size it to your card? Why it's going to take so long. Have you cut the next one a little smaller?
It's cutting 3 out at the same time.
3 out at the same time?
Yeah, I just cut it 3 times on me.
Oh, surely you only want to cut it once with that blade.
It's too big. Yeah. I need to shrink it anyway. Didn't check that, did I?
No.
Told you, not having a good day today.
Well, you are, but it's been a long day.
So resize, so let's bring that in. Let's bring it to 5 inches, because 5 inches should fit. And then we'll do the same with that one. And then we'll bring that one down here. Let's do the same with that one.
Tracy asked if you're enjoying it. You haven't really started
What, using
it.
the ScanNCut? I
No.
always like using the ScanNCut. So, as requested by the boss, I'm going to change the blade, so I've now got the vinyl auto blade in so you can see the difference. I'm going to cut one with the vinyl auto blade and then I'll stop it again and maybe swap it back to the brother one after. I might just let it go with the auto blade because it does quite a lot of that one usually. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, select, cut. And off we go. Because this is shrunk in size as well, the detail is going to be a lot smaller, which is why I've swapped to the auto blade.
Tracy says you're on fire tonight.
I'm on something. But yes, I haven't really got into the job at the moment. It's been a lot of classroom entertainment at the moment. Isn't it? And hopefully by the end of the week I shall have my company issued laptop, so that'll be cool. Don't know.
What have you done?
Back of the card.
Rookie mistake. I think you'll get away with it though.
Yeah. Won't tell anybody, nobody notice.
Yeah. Tracy says that she sees that the vinyl water blades come way down in price.
Is it? Oh, what is it now? I haven't noticed. Another computer. Yeah, this one's a company one though, so it'll only be used for company.
Oh dear. £34 now.
Oh, that's not bad. So that's come down in price a lot, eh?
I feel stunned now.
You haven't just finished paying for it for the first time.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope it'll feel better once we've got the assessment done tomorrow and actually start
Doing what you're supposed to.
Doing what we're supposed to be doing, yeah, and getting actually live on the system, which will help, because like I said, at the moment it's watching somebody else do it on somebody else's computer, no control over it, and it's just...
It's not how you learn, is it?
No. I like to play and I like to get in and do it. Though I seem to be doing better than some of the other lads on the course, bless them. No, I couldn't count earlier, could I? It's all gone quiet. Yeah. It'll never last.
Yeah, basically Carol Wick's exactly like that. Who has the vinyl blade cheaper? I'm guessing makers. Here in the
It
UK.
was on Amazon.
Oh,
The
was
vinyl
it?
blade was on Amazon.
Hi Debbie, and welcome for your first class. So Ian is doing first cut, first draw so far. He's also going to be trying to do something with the manual blade in a bit, so he can show you how to set that up too. And he's currently training to be IT support, which is kind of what you've been doing all throughout lockdown, isn't it? For
Yeah.
all the group.
Yeah, only this will be a paid job. Somebody will actually pay me to do it.
Yeah. Make it sound like, you know,
Well,
I've been really mean.
No, but we usually do it for free, don't we?
Yes.
We usually do our support for not a lot. We don't ask for a lot because it's, you know, times that we know people can't afford a lot, so we and we like to offer our support for free. You know, we stand by our values that if we've told you to do something you struggle to do it, that we support you to do it.
So if you're not in the group, come join the group, and we try to be back on there as much as possible. It's a little bit less at the moment, isn't it? Because
It is, because we
you've
can't...
been doing what you do, and I've been tied up in the book. So hopefully book number 4 will be done tomorrow, at least the inners of it will. So those can go off to be approved by the almighty Amazon. Because we still have to get it through a checking process. And then cover I'll probably do tomorrow as well, hopefully.
I think you should do that as a live, you know, showing your process for doing your covers.
Could do. Could do. I mean, it's only mainly the image and the bit of text on the back. The blurb on the back is the one that I struggle with, isn't it? I can write a whole book, but...
Yeah, well, they had us doing CVs today. As
Yeah.
part of the, obviously, the constant development with the company that I'm joining, they like you to have an internal CV. And I hate writing CVs, especially my own.
Who else would you be writing?
I'd rather be writing somebody else's, because self-promotion is not my forte, is it?
No, you don't do the speaking about yourself positively very well.
And you have to write it all in third person, so it's all like, Ian does this, 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 and this, but they don't know Ian very well, so he's not very good at this and this. And trying to explain to somebody that I have a love for computers, but I don't actually have any degrees on computing. But those are forever for you, sweetie. Yeah, if it's nice on there, sweet.
Yeah, I think that might go on the box, and I'll do a little altered box.
So yeah, trying to promote myself and actually, because I'm going to work for a company who are one of the biggest IT suppliers in the world, and trying to sell myself to that company that actually I have no formal training in IT. All self-taught.
Tracy says a lot of people lie, or should I say embellish the truth on a CV.
Yeah, but this is going to be an internal one to the company.
So
and it's one that they do their internal hiring and firing of. So if they think you deserve a promotion, the internal CV that you write is the sort of thing they look at to see what your experience is and whether or not the job that you're doing is worthy. So I don't really want to be telling porkies on it because I've got to back it up if I do.
And Tracy says you can always produce references because of helping a lot of people, so there'll always be people willing to recommend your services.
Yeah. If it ever comes to the point that I need some references, I'll just be first to call on the group and say, right, you lot. So there we have our forever for the front of the card.
Debbie says that she has to do something similar, and that life experience means more than a degree. And I have to say, even with a degree, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I was never one for going to school and getting a degree, was I?
Behaving, attending.
I attended, mostly.
Well, you did at school. College you didn't do it.
I did. I attended first thing in the morning, in the mid-afternoon. Got me mark and they said I was there. Didn't necessarily stay, but I went.
Misspent youth.
Yeah.
And then there's us saying about Lucy.
Lucy.
You're like, pot kettle.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Right, I need something to cut one more out of that to go on top.
Okay, so something decorative.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to try and use the manual blade? Because obviously that might change my mind as to what.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. So something that can be a bit more tricky to do.
No.
Yeah.
Simple to do.
Tricky. Let's see, what colours have we got? We've got the lime green and we've got the holographic, haven't we? What do you think?
Is that going to be a bit much all at one go?
Okay.
What do you call it?
It's challenging me here.
I had a friend of mine today with a CV, but it was only scanning his CV and then trying to work out how to get it from a scan to a document, then to an email to send it to his phone, which was an experience. I'm not a computer geek. What you should have done is got a program that you could use Adobe Scan, which would have taken a photo of it for him using his phone and saved it directly to his phone for him. I did go to school full time.
Yeah, that was because I was there keeping an eye on you. We didn't go to the same college, you see.
No.
I'm struggling for what colour to go for in.
What about gold?
Nah.
No.
Not with those colours.
No.
Black. Should we go black if I can find some black?
Some black film glitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very big if at the moment. Colours. I seem to be down on the black a bit.
Well, what about a deep purple?
How about that one?
Yeah, that'll do.
Because that'll pull out the lime out the background, wouldn't it? See, I let you use all the really nice things. No, there's 2 sheets in there.
What is it?
Is it one that...
Uses it.
I have no idea. And
It's got a little bit of shed, but not
got a little bit of shed, so probably cut it upside down.
No, because that's sticking glitter to the mat.
This is the mat I can handle. This is my machine.
Soon get it out. Got a can of air at the back. Give it a blast.
And Debbie says, I hope he's listening, and I'm going to giggle because he did the same.
Yeah. So, we're going to try and use the Brother manual blades. I'm going to take that up the top. Little how thick's this card, roughly?
So, Carol says that she couldn't skip classes because her mum worked at the school. I had an auntie that worked at my school.
Yeah,
well, our school. So, yeah, we wouldn't have got room over that one.
I don't know. Didn't mind that much.
I don't know, she was quite strict.
I never missed one of her classes, so I don't know.
No.
In fact, I don't think I was ever in one of her classes.
Yes, you were. You used to be in my cookery class.
Oh,
so
Mrs. Edwards.
Yeah, we had Mrs. Edwards for 1 year, we had Mrs. McCaffrey for 1 year, and we had... Now, this is weird, because now I'm like, do I say Mrs. Holland, or do I say...
She was Mrs. Holland then.
Yeah.
So, I'm just...
No, I can honestly say I never skipped a class either at school. I only missed one college class.
Nicola went to boarding school. Ooh.
Nasty.
Wow.
That was my nightmare, that was, if, you know, parents had sent me to boarding school. No, couldn't cope with that one.
So let's give that a go. So this is with the Brother blade. I've set the depth to 6. Cause I
is
thought,
that moving in? Or is that my eyes?
Your eyes do. It's not going anywhere, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, I've had 100 messages today.
Yeah?
In my chat, in my little hour.
Yeah, in your little hour. But no, I was goody two shoes, wasn't I, Sadie?
Yeah, you were the librarian.
Yeah, literally.
So this is
and even when I was at uni, I was student rep for 2 years.
Mind you, I came and helped you at uni. Well, at college, didn't I?
College you came and helped, you didn't come and help at uni.
Yeah.
You get yourself lynched if you said that one.
I definitely came and helped at college. So.
Oh yes, yes, definitely at college.
Because I made you say that one line that you hate saying.
Stop. No, not saying it. I wish I could say the same, Valerie, but unfortunately, yeah, I didn't always have the best at this record, unfortunately.
Long end. Yeah. Okay, it's going to go again because it didn't quite cut through. So it is a bit of trial and error because obviously the card's a little bit thicker and it's got the glitter on top. So.
Yeah, so with coated cardstock, you're usually better to do it going round twice anyway. So once for the coating and once for the card. And I say the same if you're cutting something like faux leather, do it once for the backing and once for the actual leather.
But we'll cut this further out and then we'll call it a day. And then we can do sticking together tomorrow.
Yeah. I think I might have to call it a night for the book as well. Me and Mum were going to carry on going, but I just think the head says no. Start again tomorrow.
Yeah, time to chill out.
Fresh eyes.
Yeah. We might be drunk in charge of a ScanNCut tomorrow if I pass my assessment.
Yes. I have shampoos at the ready. Tracy thinks that the Pro Leather might be the only one she hasn't used yet, and it works really well, doesn't it?
It does.
So we use the Artist fabric mat. Stick it good side face down, so you're cutting it from the back, so remember to flip your pieces. And you can cut earrings, we've done bracelets on it, haven't we? Well, actually, Lucy did a bracelet on it. I even made a handbag, so well worth having to play with.
That's going back somewhere, isn't it? Making a handbag.
Tracy says, do I need any more proofreading done? And at the moment, me and Mum are going through it with a literal fine-tooth comb. And I've redone sections of it. So it's taken us 8 hours today to get from the start of the book to about halfway through section 1.
There's my furrow. So that then will sit on top of my other pieces.
We don't drink a lot, do we?
Bit of dimension. No, it won't take long for me to be drunk under the influence of. So that's
yeah, I can drink you under the table, can't I?
Depends what you're drinking. If it's martinis, definitely. Drink me into the bar stool rather than. Mind you, we both forgot the luggage.
Yeah, we both forgot the luggage, yeah.
That's another day.
Oh, the story.
So that was using the brother blade.
Yeah, but we're kind of past the sort of proofreading stage. We're going back and doing all the intricate grammar of does that make sense? So hence we've ended up rewriting it.
The answer's no most of the time, yes.
Well, there's bits that now make a lot more sense than they did.
So now we have the bit there, we have our diamond, which I might put on a funny angle just because I can. And it fits better. And then we have our built up forever, which will sit on top. And that will sit in there. And who knows, tomorrow I might even do some foiling with it. And do diamonds are across the top and then forever at the bottom. What do you reckon?
Just lining up with summer plans. Come.
Yeah, we're going down to that jacuzzi, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's got a hot tub. I haven't forgotten. Bring my bikini with me.
You're bringing your bikini?
Yeah.
Oh. Does that mean I'm wearing swimming trunks? Right, Debbie says that she can't cut a straight line, and that's what you got the ScanNCut for, or placing straight. So do you want to just give a quick wave of me?
Yeah. How much doing?
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. So these things are great for doing your straight lines. So it's a set square, so you can line it up with usually a flat edge. I can't get to one at the moment. Something you know is straight, and then you can use that for placing your elements. But then you can take that same, because it's still straight, and then you can take that up to the top, and you can use it for at the top of the card, so then you know it's straight up there as well.
And if you're working with something straight, so like if you work when you fold, you can actually go round the other way and actually latch it onto your card like that, and then you know it's at right angle on the actual card.
And there you go.
But things like transfer tape help, or
yeah.
What's the other thing that help me out here?
I don't know what you mean, sweetie.
There's stuff on the roll in the ScanNCut tub.
That's transfer tape.
No, the other one.
Oh, yeah, press and peel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Press and seal.
Press and seal.
Seal. Oh, something.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
that one. The one that Jennifer Maguire uses anyway, that really helps, because then you can lift it up and reposition it. So, which project did I do that with where I had lots and lots of pieces?
Can't remember.
Oh, I know what it was. It was the bauble.
Oh, the bauble.
The bauble.
That went to Chanda.
Yeah, so I've got to see if I can get my bauble back, haven't I? So that you can see the bauble, because that took hours, lots of die cutting.
Yeah. So, we're going to leave that there for tonight. So, thank you all for joining me and having a chuckle along with me as I went. Which is always a good way to go.
Yes. And if you aren't part of the group already, do join.
Yeah. And if you do need any help, just ask. So we may not be as quick as usual answering people's questions at the moment, but we do get there as quick as we can.
Yeah, I have put a notice up on the pages, or at least I know it shows on the one page, I'm not sure about the other one, saying that at the moment things are taking a little bit longer for us to get back to.
Yeah.
So
thank you all very much, and have a lovely evening. Stay safe, and hopefully we will see you all a little bit tomorrow.
Night night, Carol.
Is that a good look off, Sally? I can see you. Keep every
Yeah,
time I move,
sorry.
you move and put your head in the way.
And Elsie.
And Elsie, thank you guys for the good wishes for tomorrow.
Do you have a link to the group? Okay, it is ScanNCut.
No, do it as Plannercraft /
Oh, right, okay.
/ Plannercraft.
Yeah, so it is www.facebook.com/groups/Plannercraft. So that's all one word.
And that gets you into our group. Again, thank you all very much, and I will, well, either me or Natalie will see you tomorrow at some point. Take care, everybody, and bye. I'm gonna bye now.